afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Done Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and a writing slash vlog slash personal channel. And if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can always email me. Links for all of that can be found in the description below. But for this pick a card reading, we are going to be figuring out some good news coming your way. So if you're new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and focus in on pile number 1 with the Heart Aura Quartz, pile number 2 with the Silky Malachite, and pile number 3 with the Spirit Quartz. And once you've selected your pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. But please remember, you guys, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, your situation, and just go ahead and leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1 are those of you who selected the Aura Quartz. It's just so beautiful. We're going to go ahead and start with, I pulled 1 tarot card and we're going to deal a couple more, but just needed 1 to basically set the pile, and here we go. Good news coming your way. We have the Princess of Cups. Wow, this is so powerful because it's already a card about good news. So this is a reading about good news, card about good news, guaranteed good news that's going to emotionally fulfill you or, hit you right in the feels, but like in a good way. This could be a proposition of love or an offer for something that you have had your heart set on for quite some time. It's going to vary for each of you, but this to me feels like long time, long term, something you've been wanting to know about for a very long time, and it's going to take you the distance. So let's see if we can tune into some additional stuff, see what's coming in. I think I'm going to get 1 more tarot card just to kind of paint this picture before we dive into the oracles. Too many. All right, what else, Spirit? Good news coming group 1's way. We also have the 4 of Cups. Okay. So this to me feels like, again, like a reignition of passion. There's something you're hearing or learning about that is bringing some lifeblood back to your projects, to your happiness, your abundance. Just life in general feels more meaningful. For a while there, it might have felt bored, stagnant, stale. This person here is feeding this swan from this Ace of Cups, or letting it drink. So this Ace of Cups is all about self-love. It's about new love. It's about passion, commitment, emotional fulfillment. So you guys, it's like this cup has been empty for a while, but look, it's being filled up. So also looking into the spirit animal of the swan could bring you some additional guidance. I know for the most part they do resonate with soulmates or mating for life, that kind of vibe, but they are a very graceful spirit animal to have on your side. But yes, with the 4 of Cups, this to me feels like many of you have just been very blah about things, and you're ready for some inspiration, you're ready for some desire, some drive, some motivation to go, maybe not for some of you in a new direction, but a direction that feels more fulfilling. Even if you're doing the same old, you're doing it in a more fulfilling way coming up. Okay, so we're gonna get 2 chakra love messages as well. Group 1, good news coming in. Or not chakra love, chakra wisdom. Bittersweet. Yeah, and that kind of can be the vibe with the 4 of Cups. Sometimes you leave behind one thing and you're not quite to your next place or situation, but it almost feels like you've lost something at times. It doesn't always have to be that way. But then we have recovery. So some of you are recovering from the past. This 4 of Cups, I'm also getting kind of a 4 of Swords vibe where maybe you needed some rest, you needed some recuperation, you needed life to feel stagnant for a hot moment so that you could tune back into your essence and what it is you want to do on a soul level. You may be hearing, some of you, about a recovery of a loved one, drugs, alcohol, some other addiction, maybe their health. You're learning about a recovery of health, and those of you that yourselves have health or addiction issues, you could be recovering these as well. But with the bittersweet here, there might be this milestone, or maybe recently there was this milestone. I'm seeing someone whose child graduated from high school. maybe you had a grandchild. I'm seeing someone who's a little older. I'm really picking up your vibe. Maybe you've had multiple bittersweet things coming in. Not that a birth of a child is usually bittersweet, but maybe the fact that you couldn't be there for the birth of that child or something, there was a bittersweet connotation to it. For others of you, maybe this recovery, you're getting the key back to unlocking the rest of your life, but that means you do have to leave behind some things that, yes, maybe they once served you, but I think moving forward, they are not going to serve you. These could be relationships, this could be a job that you love, but really you feel held back in this job. Even if you love the people you work with, you love the clientele, whatever it is, you know it's time for you to move on. You know it's time for you to expand in some way. All right, let's get some other messages here for group 1. Good news coming in. Right, so we have here enlightenment with the number 43. This number has been chasing me around, and I mean chasing me around. It's just everywhere. I'm here for it though. I love it. So enlightenment, it says look from the highest perspective, see the divine in everyone. And I think for a while you guys just felt very mundane or very blah about the people, the situations, the opportunities in your life, but you are seeing things through another lens. It's kind of hanged man energy, but like on the more positive end of the hangman. And you guys are seeing things from a new perspective, a more spiritual perspective, because 43, 4 plus 3 is 7. You know, I think I will get one more of these actually. I think I have room for my other deck that I want to put in as well, but let's just see. Any other good news? Yeah, this could be spiritual upgrades for you. You're getting news possibly from beyond the veil, from a crossed over loved one. Someone, it's like you've recovered them in your life because you thought, well, they died and they're no longer part of me. Maybe them dying was the bittersweet part, but now the sweet part of the bitter is that you're back in communication with them, or you feel them close to you during your dream state or even just your waking state. And then with pure intention. So this is all about when you set your intention for something to happen. You know, we have expectations, we have intentions, there are slight differences there, but when we intend, you know, we put that intention behind something, it usually is more powerful than just us going through the motions and making something happen that way. But it says here, pure intention, find clarity and surrender your ego. So this is almost like a reversal of the Two of Swords. Like you guys are figuring things out. You're no longer confused. You're no longer stuck. You're no longer not knowing quite what your next steps are. You're getting that clarity. You're getting that, movement forward. But this is by you setting those intentions. And I think for some of you, these intentions might be inspired by your higher self or a really cool idea that spirit gives you in a dream state or meditation, or maybe you're just driving down the road and you just get hit with this major epiphany in your life. Good news coming in is spirit is in constant, and I mean constant communication with you. We also have a white dove here. Looking up the symbolism of the white dove would also benefit you, group 1. All right, let's see what else is coming in. Good news for group 1. Messages of good news. We have Seek an Expert, and we have the number 52, which also adds to 7. And I think I don't know, is that helping? Is that any better than where I was? I don't know. But yes, Seek an Expert, we got the number 52, which also adds to 7. So 7 and 7. So the number 7 might be following you around. You might be a life path 7. But again, Seek an Expert with this very spiritual number of 52, which adds up to 7, is you may be finding some sort of spiritual guru or life coach, or, again, just tuning into your higher self, which is an expert on you. There is no better expert on you than your own freaking higher self. So by going within and tuning in, this little guy's doing some sort of, it reminds me of the bubble machine on The Sims. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it's like maybe like some sort of mind-altering drugs. I'm not ever condoning drugs here. I don't do drugs myself or, plant medicine or anything like that. I just like to come by my enlightenment naturally, or, whatever my higher self deems, rather than allowing my ego to, want to level up and get more spiritual. But those of you who have been thinking about doing ayahuasca or something like that, or, I don't know, magic mushrooms, I don't know your life, feel into your intuition to see if that's something you want to do, because that is being depicted here. But this also reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. It's very otherworldly. It's very ethereal. It's very, just not your everyday timeline. This is like switching timelines. This is astral travel. This is really exciting. Lucid dreaming, quite possibly. Looking for crystals that'll help you with lucid dreaming or astral travel. I think some of you might be interested in that, or if you have been trying to do that, good news is you will be able to accomplish that. Then we also have here the number 20, connect with your soul family. I love this. So some of you the good news is that beautiful soulmate connection that we had here coming in with the Page of Cups, this could be a soul family member, and it doesn't always have to be romantic love with the Page of Cups. This is more soulmate energy than like romantic, but it can be both. It can be both. But you guys are finding a group of like-minded sisters, brothers, soul brothers, soul sisters, people in your life that you can vibe with and really connect on a deeper level. This isn't just surface level, oh yeah, how's the weather out there? Oh, it looks like it's raining. Oh, this is deep connections, like, oh, I think I'm from this other planet originally, and star seeds and spirituality and pick a cards and metaphysics and crystals. Like, you guys are finding people who really vibe with whatever it is you're vibing with. And you don't have to vibe with any of what I just listed for this to be your thing. I mean, whatever it is, sports or politics, whatever your jam is, you're finding people who are like-minded and can really vibe with what you are vibing with. So that is the message. Good news coming your way. Group number 1, I hope this resonated for you. Please feel free to let me know below any thoughts, any stories you want to share. I'm always excited to hear from you guys. And as always, thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you, Group 1, right here back at the Den Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 2, or those of you who selected this glorious silky malachite, let's just appreciate this for a second. It's so like velvety looking. I guess they also call it velvet malachite. I just recently heard of it when I bought it at the gem show earlier in 2022, but oh my goodness. I don't even think that the color is coming through doing justice, but it is such a beautiful emerald green and I'm obsessed with it. Heart chakra, lots of protection with this silky malachite, just like the properties of regular old malachite. There is this element of protection, of stability, security, and deeper connection, which we got a bit of that vibe going on in group 1. But let's see what you got for your tarot card here. We got the Ten of Pentacles. Talk about stability and security. Ten of Pentacles is all about creating a legacy. It is about creating long-term wealth or abundance or a legacy of some sort. Connections with family. But these, aren't as deep as the Ten of Cups connections with family, but maybe you are partnering up with someone in your family to create more abundance, more wealth. I'm seeing actually 2 sisters that are thinking of going into business together, and if that is you, green light, go. This is a great idea. It'll really bring some prosperity. It will help you bloom and prosper in this world. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some additional guidance. Good news coming in. But whatever it is you're planning, plotting, working toward, creating a stable foundation toward, you're going to be able to take this the distance. So that's some good news. It's good news to hear that your plans, although may be slow going and have been slow going, are going to increase in their just amplitude. I'm just seeing them expanding and increasing. You're creating something that is going to maybe even possibly bring in some income where, I don't remember the name for it, but it's almost like the income. It's like you create something once and it can bring you income over and over and over again. It's not like you're expending more energy. Is it passive income? I don't know. Something like that. But let's see what else. We got Ten of Swords. Okay, this makes sense. This is okay, let me just put this out here. You're closing out a major cycle and ready to start a new major cycle. So there might be some things, if you guys are like, Ten of Pentacles, yeah, right, do I have the right reading? There's just no way. I've been struggling. Struggle bus. You have come to the right place. Don't worry, because things are shifting. Things are turning around. She's literally like, it's like Death card. Like, she is dead and gone. She has ascended to a higher level where she's literally flying toward the Ten of Pentacles. You're leaving this old dead, barren territory and going to the place where you can create a jungle of abundance. You're leaving those desolate deserts for something more abundant. Some of you may literally be moving from somewhere that's more of an arid or hot climate and dry climate to somewhere more tropical or maybe more rainforesty, or I'm even seeing like Pacific Northwest, lots of rain, or at least lush greenery, whatever resonates wherever you're at. Okay, so yeah, you're closing out some major cycles. Things can't get any worse. So if you already feel like, yeah, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, like everything is just going horrible, just know it can't get any worse than it's already been and has been. You are lifting up, you're ascending from this, hitting rock bottom, but rock bottom isn't just a rock bottom, it is a trampoline, which you are now flying up and ascending to something much better, which is great news to hear, group 2. All right, what other good news is coming in for group number 2? All right, we have here Enlightenment. This Enlightenment, not this specific one, but one in another deck came out in group 1. So I don't know if you were also drawn to group 1, but let's see. We've got Enlightenment. We also have Renewal. Exactly what I was just saying. It's like a death going into a rebirth, Phoenix rising from the ashes. Look, we have a winter, kind of autumn going into winter, going into spring, going into summer. So it's literally like wheel energy, like cycles. You are closing out that old cycle and starting a new cycle, but this isn't just a small cycle. This is a major life-turning, timeline shifting kind of cycle, and it's leading you to further spiritual development, because we have here the sun emitting its rays here, and now we have your crown chakra all lit up emitting its rays here. But to me, I'm really reading this as points of light coming towards you from beyond the veil. And up here, it's like all that was stuck into you as swords. Now it's coming and sticking into your crown chakra as points of light from beyond the veil. So all these hard trials, tribulations, just bad things that have happened to you have been kind of setting the stage or laying the foundation for you to ascend into your more spiritual aspect, but also into physical, material abundance and wealth as a result of this level up, which is so powerful and so amazing. So you are literally renewing your enlightenment or level of consciousness. Even those of you who've been on a spiritual journey for a long time, that level of consciousness that you've risen to at certain points, you're rising now even further above any place you've ever been, at least in this incarnation, which is cool to see. All right, what else is coming in for group number 2? Good news coming in hot. We have here soul satisfaction, and this to me is a very 10 of Pentacles kind of depiction. Kind of looks similar to the 10 of Pentacles. We've got multiple generations here hanging out, but let's see what it says. It says here, honor your uniqueness, do what makes you feel good. And I think before you guys were, maybe some of you even just going through the motions of life because life didn't really feel that great. But things are changing because we've also got the caring community card. Participate and belong, enrich your life. Yeah, this is a coming together, maybe with extended family or, extended soul family, something like this. But this is basically a reminder that you don't have to do it alone. And if you don't have a caring community, around you physically, just know that spirit is swirling around you. Look at all these lights swirling around and these little orbs and stuff. Same here, swirls. You're encompassed in this beautiful light from your spirit team, from your galactic family, star family, source, God, whatever it is that you feel that connection to. Just know that you are a piece of a bigger portion. It's like you're just a piece of the pie, and you have all of that other support out there. We've got the numbers 23 and 25, and the significance of this is not lost on me because the number 24 would make it, 23 to 24 to 25 would make it the progression. It's almost like you're skipping a step. And those of you who have felt held back, stuck, stagnant, just like life is going backwards, very soon you're going to level up not just one step or notch, but 2 steps or 2 notches. This is like a catapult. Again, like that trampoline rock bottom, you're springing up higher than you started. So yay! We love to see it. And you're feeling much better about what it is you're creating, who it is that you are. This death and rebirth kind of vibe we've got going on here could be you coming out of that dark night of the soul. Because to me, this is very desolate, very dark night of the soul energy vibes, going into a rebirth or a phoenix rising from the ashes and creating something even better than you've experienced to date. So again, though, it's going to take time, but you might even get some news from someone, or you're meeting someone very soon from your soul family. All right, we have here say yes. Some of you literally may be getting engaged or taking a relationship to the next level. Could be a friendship, could be a romantic, interest kind of relationship, not just a friend situation. But some of you may also be saying yes to a new job opportunity or, a proposal of, hey, do you want to hang out on Friday? I mean, it could be very simple, but for some of you, this is something big you're saying yes to. You're saying yes first and foremost, I think, to yourself. But after that, you're also saying yes to, your community, your soul family as well. And by sometimes saying yes to yourself and doing what's best for you does benefit others, even if you're pulling your energy back from them for a while, because when you can give from, your overflow rather than depleting your own cup, you show up as a much better point of light in this world. And then we had be patient. Yep, there was that element of patience as you build this legacy, as you create the life you want. It's not going to be an overnight success. This isn't something you can just slap in the microwave and it's done within seconds. You guys, though, I think are the type of people that you love to see something that you have created from a seed. You guys might be my gardeners. You might plant seeds, literal seeds, and then love watching them grow and then produce the fruit, and then, you know, you're harvesting the fruit and then you're eating and enjoying the fruit, whatever it is. But you guys don't want, you know, this big divine intervention or other people to come in and do the hard work for you, because it wouldn't be as sweet of a victory as if you did it yourself. But some of you might be like, you know, lately I've been thinking, let's just call in some help. And you can call in help any time you want and still feel that sense of accomplishment as you go. Calling in your spirit team, calling on your guides, your angels for help anytime can really benefit you. And here we have this little boy on the slide. He's kind of scared to go down. So all these kids that are waiting in line, it's like they could sit there and be like, hurry, just do it, scaredy cat, you know, all these things. Is that helpful? Is that really helpful? So like, mind what you're saying to yourself. If you're not going as fast, or if you're not as brave as you feel you should be, don't beat yourself up. Give yourself some grace and be patient, because in the divine time you will be able to take that little slide down the slide, or, you know, slide into victory of this next chapter for you. And this, for some of you, isn't just a chapter, it's a whole new book. So the good news coming in is if you can be patient, and I know patience is a big bad word for some of us out there. If you're anything like me, yes, I do love that kind of growing something from the ground up kind of vibe, and I don't want someone to do half of the work for me, because I love that victory of me building something myself. But at the same time, I'm not a very patient person, so I have to remind myself, life's a journey, not a destination. Life's a journey, not a destination. So yeah, that is the message I have for you, Group 2. I hope this resonated for you and brought you some good news to your life. Bad times are as bad as they've been. They're not going to get worse anytime soon, so just know that that sigh of relief is on the horizon for you. That is, I think, all I'm seeing for you, Group 2, but please let me know below what you thought, if this resonated, any stories you want to share. I always love to hear from you guys, and as always, thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things, and I really, truly do hope to see you, Group 2, right here back at the Den Creative. Alright, bye! Alright, Group 3, let's go ahead and find out what good news is coming your way. You guys selected the Spirit Quartz, so you guys just may be my very, very spiritual pile. Although really all 3 piles have had major spiritual vibes going on. Let's just see what's in store for you. We have here the Queen of Cups. Yes, there's that intuition, there's that nurturing and emotional fulfillment and creativity. You guys are really prospering in areas of creativity, of emotional fulfillment and happiness, which has been a theme, I think, pretty much collectively for all 3 piles so far. But let's just see what other good news is coming in for Group 3 to add to this amazing intuition you guys have going on and spiritual development. You guys are making some plans. You're going places. That's what I just heard. You're going places. But you're going in a new direction, or maybe if you're still going in the same direction, you're finding a new way to go about making these dreams a reality. Maybe you had to backtrack and make some plans, but I'm almost getting a 2 of Swords vibe. Like, there's confusion. Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I go left? Do I go right? Do I turn around and go back? What do I do? So really the good news coming in is you're getting clarity. So your spirit team, your guides, your higher self may be coming in to clarify things for you. And I'm really reading this Ace of Cups here. It's like there's a little drop coming out. I'm not reading it as, oh no, I've used everything up. It's like I'm getting that vibe, like if you don't use it, you lose it. She knows there's more coming, so she was just fine to drink all of the lovely nectar from this cup, and there's a drop left. She's savoring that down to the last drop. And she knows when she goes to sleep and gets up in the morning, that cup will be filled up again because she's taking utmost care of herself. So some of you may actually have some time to take a vacation, because sometimes this can indicate planning for a trip. If you don't have that already planned or mapped out, maybe the good news is you're going to very soon know that you have some vacation time, or there's a trip like on your horizon that you can take, and it's a trip that you want to take. This isn't some forced work trip or anything like that. This feels like something really good and exciting. It's like you're on the precipice of something new and exciting. Could even be a new creative project that you're ready to start in on. Maybe even you're kind of trying to figure out between 2 creative endeavors or 2 creative roads. I'm seeing maybe someone's thinking, well, I want to do this one creative thing, but I also want to start a YouTube channel. I'm hearing you can do both, but just kind of making one versus the other the priority, and then whatever you have extra time for, devoting to that. Because if you try to make both creative endeavors the priority, you're gonna suffer a little burnout, or just feeling like you're not making or covering the ground that you want to cover in the time. So making one or the other of these things a priority without forgetting the other thing. But I see someone also just deciding, yeah, I'm gonna go this direction, and once you start on it, you're like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't do that other thing. Let's just completely 100% focus on this and forget about that completely. But those of you that want to do multiple things, if you're anything like me, putting things on the back burner, it's okay to do that, because when divine timing and divine inspiration sweeps in, that's the time you can really devote to that. Okay, let's see what else is going on. Good news coming in for group number 3. Please, Spirit. Ooh, there's one. We got one more. Woo, 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 woo. There's multiple opportunities that want to come in. Spirit wanted to give you like half the deck. So we'll take the 2 that we got and see what we get. We have perception here. So Spirit really, again, wants you to know that if life has been feeling not great, this is about Hanged Man energy, kind of shifting your perception. But this is a green chakra message here, which is all about the heart chakra. So really seeing things through the lens of love, or seeing things from your heart, can really benefit you and get you that clarity and help you really tune into your intuition on what is meant for you, who is meant for you, what opportunities should I take, what opportunities should I pass on. There is a major transformation coming even to the way you see life, the way you see yourself playing in the game of life, even, releasing limiting beliefs. So that could be some good news for some of you, is releasing some limiting beliefs that may have been holding you back until now. And that could even be regarding your stability, your security, or knowing that you will have enough. When the time comes, you will have what you need, when you need it, how you need it, and even more than you need, if that makes sense. We also have instinct, which really does kind of go hand in hand with intuition, although they are they are different. Intuition is you relying on your more spiritual sense, and instinct is just that fight or flight kind of thing. But with both of these, the intuition and the instinct, you're going to know what's best for you as far as what's safe and what's grounded and what's good for you, and what to move away from, because your body is going to physically react either for the good or for the bad in situations to let you know what is meant for you. So you're going to be having a union of your physical instincts and your more spiritual intuition coming together to create this beautiful, like, blossoming flower of what it is meant for you, and what you can pass on, or just not go down certain roads or get into certain relationships. You're going to know what's meant for you, basically. And that could be really good news for those of you who have been feeling this sense of confusion, yet also urgency to make a choice or make a decision or move forward in some way, but you weren't sure how to move forward, or when, or why, or all the things associated with that. But now you will know. So that's amazing news. Amazing news. All right. So what else? Good news coming in for group 3, please, Spirit. These 2 want to come out. So we have here, look for the signs, and we've got the number 11, and then we got master number 33 here as well. So maybe the sign that Spirit is sending you that you're on the right path is going to be seeing 1133 on the clock, or the number 3311 or 1133. You can look up all different, versions of those numbers, or combinations. That's the word I was looking for. Combinations of those numbers. But it says here, look for the signs. Pay attention and expect an answer. So those of you still feeling that little bit of confusion energy, literally ask, either out loud or in your head, Spirit, send me a sign. And you can even get specific. If you want to see a dragonfly, or it's funny because I said, look for a sign, and then my phone over there went ding. It did its thing. So what I really want to let you guys know is you can ask for a specific shape in the cloud. We've got a unicorn shaped cloud here. I've been seeing some really cool shapes in the clouds, and I've always been a cloud gazer, cloud watcher, but lately I've seen some, I guess if you turn your head a certain way, you could kind of see it, clear cut. Let me just show you one since we're on the subject. Is that not a dinosaur standing on the mountain? Come on now. Very clear cut. You see the front legs, the back legs, the tail, the head, and even the mouth of this little cute dinosaur. So like, I don't know, the clouds specifically might be something to look for or look out at for a sign from spirit. Or those of you who maybe saw or thought you saw something in the clouds recently, this is just your validation or confirmation that yes, ding, 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 you saw what you thought you saw, and yes, it was a sign from beyond the veil. We also have open your heart. What were we saying about that heart chakra energy? This is, making decisions from a place of love rather than fear. Because a lot of times as humans, we will make these choices like, well, I better marry this person because if not, I won't have enough money to do whatever. Or, well, I better take this program at college because if I don't, I won't make enough money. And we make these choices from a place of fear rather than love. This is asking you to start doing the opposite. Make choices from a place of love. And even this higher heart chakra here is activated. So it's not even just the heart, it's also the higher heart. So maybe you're feeling weird heart palpitations or kind of chest pressure, constriction, pain. Of course, if you are worried, please go see a doctor. But Spirit, for the most part, is saying, this is part of your evolution. This is part of your upgrades that are going on. But when you open your heart, it says here, love yourself and dare to be vulnerable. So this is really tuning into that self-love. I mean, she is literally enjoying up to the last drop of everything for her self-love, self-care, major self-care vibes going on here, but also daring to be vulnerable, not just with yourself, but others that mean a lot to you. Of course, being a good judge of character with that instinct and that intuition of who just deserves your beautiful vulnerability, because not everybody deserves your vulnerability. There's a time and a place, and for the most part, most people don't deserve your vulnerability, but you will know the ones that do. All right, what other good news is coming in hot? Well, the good news definitely is you are opening your heart. You're going to see the signs. If you're on the lookout and you're paying attention, these signs will not miss you. They will not escape you. You will see them. They may even involve a two-faced person, because I'm literally honing in on this wolf that's turned this way and then this way. It's like two faces on one wolf. So trust your intuition or your instinct about a person who you think might be talking bad about you. It's not going to resonate for everybody because not everybody out there has someone bad talking them. But if you've been having some suspicion, please know that your suspicion is right on target. Okay, so we have here say no. And it's very interesting because we actually had the say yes card in a different pile. So there is something you're saying no to. And again, it could be when you make that decision from your heart, you're like, I know I need to go this way. And that thing that you were kind of ruminating about, it's a definite no for you. So you can say no. And then we have the number 36 here, which adds up to 9, which is about closing out those old cycles. So as you say no to the things that are no longer meant for you, that now brings in room or makes room for the things that are meant for you to come in and stay a while in your wonderful life. We also have share your gifts with the number 62. So some of you may literally be sharing your talents with others or creating something for someone. Maybe you're cooking someone a nice meal. You could be donating money to some sort of cause that's really near and dear to your heart, or volunteering at some sort of animal shelter or some event. But sharing your love, sharing your light, sharing your gifts with the world is what you're being called to do. And that is something that the Queen of Cups is amazing at, is sharing her nurturance, sharing her love, sharing her emotional, just love, sharing from the heart. And you guys really are. And you know how they say that the food is the way to the man's heart. Maybe you are just infusing the love. Yes, we are infusing the meals we are making with this love, with this heart energy, by opening our heart and putting that love and that heart energy into everything we do, whether it's the food we're preparing, the, pick a card channel, content we're filming, or whatever it is. You guys are really putting your heart, you're stepping it up to put your heart into everything you say, everything you do. Everywhere you go, people have no choice but to take notice because your heart is so open. And those that are looking to maybe take advantage of you, it's like there's a big dissonance there, and you're going to know when you need to say no. And you don't have to close down your heart chakra just to protect yourself from other people. No, you don't have to do that, because you will have the radar to know that they're out there, so you can, do your proper boundaries and stuff for protection against those people, or, to keep those people out of your field. But as far as you having to close your heart down to do that, you don't have to do that anymore. I think many of you lived your life or operated from a place of, well, I better stay small so people don't hurt me. I got to keep myself protected. But you're doing it a new way now by sharing your amazing light with this world. Group number 3. So that is all I'm seeing for you. Please let me know below what you thought, if this good news resonated with you, or if you're excited for some of these things to come into your life. And as always, thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you, Group 3, right here back at the Den Creative. All right, bye!